coming to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Will and Grundy Counties Arbor Day event. My name's Sam. I do work for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and it's a great organization, and thank you for coming out. Just thank you to everyone who came out today to support our mission, which is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. Today's event is hosted by a newly formed volunteer committee, the Big Committee. The Big Committee is tasked to create awareness about our agency and with an emphasis on recruiting new volunteers and plan events for current bigs and littles. There are currently almost 70 children on our waiting list, mostly boys, so our need is extremely large for male volunteers at this time. Arbor Day is more than a celebration about trees. Arbor Day brings people from the community together to appreciate the countless benefits that trees do provide. During today's event, we're going to plant a tree over here. We're going to paint some pottery over in this area, and then there's also food and refreshments. At this time, I just want to say thank you to all of the city officials for attending Big Brothers Big Sisters Arbor Day events. And we'd also like to thank Jim Tieber, City of Joliet Arborist, Kevin Eberhardt, Joliet Park Districts, Birdhaven Greenhouse, Alfredo Malizio, City of Joliet Community and Economic Director, Eric Matson, Joliet Fire Department, Lisa Lass, CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Cub Scouts Pack 26, and friends and family of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Also, a big thank you to all of the volunteers that's made today's event happen. Thank you. I also want to thank all the local businesses who helped make this event a success. The Fields Nursery, Arbor Tech, Homer Tree Service, Green Tree, Eastside Greenhouse, Babe's Hot Dogs, Smoked Sausage, Milano Bread, Ultra Foods, Hammer Sports Bar and Grill, Louie's Barbershop, Stucco Home Maintenance, and then any and all local businesses that contributed today. At this time, I want to introduce Rita, who is going to read the proclamation from the City of Joliet.
Hello. For a minute I thought the sun was going to shine, but it's a little warmer than it has been, so we'll take that. I'm so happy to be here today to read the proclamation. This was a proclamation that was approved by the City Council, I think on about April 15th, and signed by the mayor. So I'm going to read it. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special date be set aside for the planting of trees, whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, whereas trees can clean the air, produce oxygen, provide habitat for wildlife, reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, and moderate the temperature. Whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. Whereas Joliet has been recognized as a Tree City USA for the 23rd consecutive year by the National Arbor Day Foundation, and Joliet desires to continue its tree planting ways. Now, therefore, I, Thomas Giarrante, who is sitting right here, Mayor of the City of Joliet, on behalf of the Joliet City Council, do hereby proclaim April 25th, 2014 as Arbor Day in the City of Joliet, and urge all citizens to support the efforts to care for our trees and woodlands and to support our community's forestry program. So thank you, Mayor and City Council. We've done it another year.
Okay, at this time, I would like to introduce you to Sabrina Lundy.
I like to have a garden with a beech tree on the lawn. The little birds that live there would wake me up at dawn. And in the summer weather when the leaves were green, I sit beneath the beach boughs and see the sky between.
Thank you, Sabrina. Big Brothers Big Sisters is establishing our roots through new relationships today. And now we're going to kick off our event with our tree planting.
You know what, honey? I think they might have certain people they already picked to do that. They already have a group right there. Put it in your pocket. Right. You make a good choice. You be a good role model. Thank you.
Jed?
Huh? You want me to do it?
You're the greenest guy here. You remember how?
Why are you standing back to plant some
Well, here we are at the Big Brothers Big Sisters Arbor Day event, and we just finished planting a tree. Even though it's cold out here, everybody's having a good time. And I have Councilman Mike Turk here, and as you know, I'm Councilwoman Jan Quillman, and they asked me to do this as a favor to them. So, Mike, what do you think about this great event?
It's a great turnout for the weather and how cool it is, but you know, Big Brothers Big Sisters does so much for the Joliet community and the whole area that you know, I expected to see a crowd here, and they got a nice crowd. And it's a beautiful tree they planted, and I just like to congratulate them for all they do for the community.
And I do as well, and I found out it's a crabapple tree. And Jim Tiber, who is the arborist for the city of Joliet, he said this particular tree is disease-free, and it'll last a long time, and it won't be subject to any type of insect or anything like that. So it's right in front here of the John Mortimer building that was dedicated to him for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and it'll be here for years to come.
And thank God we have people like Jim Tiber, our arborist, and Rita Renwick, who volunteers her time on the tree committee to make sure that we have the adequate amount of trees, and you know, and I think we've won the tree award how many years in a row, Jan? 23 years or something like that in a row. So I think it's a Tree City USA, and thanks to them for all their hard work.
Absolutely, and thank you, Mike, for taking time out of your day to come
Jan.
and support Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Thank you.
And now we have Mayor Tom Giarrante, who read a proclamation at the last City Council meeting, and he is here today to discuss Big Brothers Big Sisters and the wonderful tree that our arborist Jim Tiber was able to get together for us.
It's a great event. You know, I just want to congratulate all the volunteers for all the work they did to put this together, and Big Brothers and Big Sisters for all they do for our youth. They do a terrific job, and I know you're involved with them, and I'm sure they appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for coming today, and I hope you're not too cold.
No, good seeing you.
Okay, good seeing you.
Okay.
Now, this is Jim Tiber. He's our arborist for the city of Joliet, and he was one of the masterminds behind this event. So, Jim, you want to tell us how this all came together?
Louis Sanchez and I were sitting down having a glass of pop and decided that we wanted to have an Arbor Day for Big Brothers, Big Sisters. One of my main accomplishments of my job is to organize events, bring people together, and emphasize the need to have trees in our urban forests, to protect our trees, to plant more trees, educate and help people understand why we take so much pride in our urban forest and want to keep our trees around. And events like this help in educating the public.
It certainly brings awareness, and Jim does a lot for our city, and we're very glad to have him. He's a hard worker. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, here's the other mastermind of this project today. This is Louis Sanchez, and I see he's got some pretty petunias, and the kids have clay pots. So what's going on back here?
What we're doing here, we're going to have a contest. It goes by age group, and basically we're letting the kids, as you can see, design their own pots by painting them, and then we're going to fill them with dirt and then plant the pansy, and then we're going to have a contest, and actually books are right here. We have books they could win by age group here. You see that? And then afterwards, each child will get, we have a pine tree they all can take home. So,
To plant in their backyard.
in their backyard, exactly.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, what gave you this idea?
Actually, me and Jim Tiber were at his house. We had a chicken roast. And
He said pop.
He said, and I'll say water. And then we just started talking. I'm like, I want to do something for Big Brothers. Jim's like, I want to help out. And then, boom, here we are today. So it worked out perfectly.
We had a fabulous turnout.
Yes, I'm really excited. The weather was decent, but we'll take it, you
That's
know.
all right. It's not raining.
It's not rain, exactly. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for putting this on. I'm sure they appreciate all the volunteerism that you do. You're welcome. So, kids, what do you think about all this?
Good.
How's that?
Good.
What's your name, sweetie?
Natasha.
Say it again.
Natasha.
Natasha. And what are you painting here? A pot?
Yeah.
And you're going to put a nice petunia in there?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty blue. And what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, want to turn around so they can see you on TV? No? Okay, Alex is a little shy, but he's got a cute pot here he's planting. How about you? What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie. And how about you?
Ellie.
Ellie.
Amira.
Amira.
David.
David, are y'all having a good time?
Yes.
Can't hear you.
Yes.
That's more like it. Okay, I guess they're having fun planting their pansies here, and they're doing an excellent job today, even though it's a little cold. Natasha, they want your picture. Here she is. I found her. Our Rita Renwick, our very own tree lady of Joliet.
Oh, gosh.
And we caught you eating. That's okay. Nice big hot dog there.
Here, I'll set that down.
That's all right. So, Rita, tell us, what do you think about this event and the trees we have here in Joliet?
Well, I think it's very encouraging to see another event centered on Arbor Day. And we always do one at a school, but for Big Brothers and Big Sisters to come up with this, it's really neat. And I'm hoping it'll become an annual event and catch on with more groups.
Well, I'm sure it will, because after the turnout today with a lot of cool weather we've had, like you said, once it catches on, it'll get bigger every year.
I hope so. I mean, and a nice tree got planted that everybody can enjoy in the future.
And we are Tree City.
We are a Tree City for the 23rd year.
Absolutely.
Which is really great.
Well, I want to thank you for all your hard work. It's all volunteer. We appreciate everything you do. And here's to our 24th Tree Day next year.
Right.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
Bye-bye.
Well, this is what Big Brothers Big Sisters is all about. And I have a big and I have a little here. So tell us your name and how long you've been a big sister.
My name is Nancy Garcia. I have been a big sister for about a year. A little bit more than a year. My little couldn't make it, but I have my sister here with me.
Oh, you have your sister. And what's your name?
Claudia.
Claudia. Well, thanks for coming and supporting your big sister and a wonderful event as this. Let's move down the line here. Okay, another big sister. What's your name and how long have you been with the Big Brothers?
Hi, I'm Catherine. I've been with Big Brothers since last July. So about
Last
9
July. And is this your little here?
months. This is Jackie.
Hi.
Hi, Jackie. What do you think about your big sister?
She's awesome.
She's awesome. So what kind of experience have you developed from this as far as your expectations?
Overall, it's been great.
It's exceeded your expectations?
Love Jackie, and we have a lot of fun doing arts and crafts, actually, so today's perfect.
So did you plant your pansy?
Yeah.
What color was it?
It's orange.
Orange. It'll be very pretty. Well, thanks for doing what you do. We appreciate it. Tasha, and why did you like this event today?
I like it because we got to paint and we got to have so much fun.
You did have a lot of fun. And how about you? What's your name? Got a mouthful of food here, huh? That's okay. You finished eating.
Her name's Jordan.
Jordan?
Jordan.
Jordan. And what did you think about today's fun?
Good. We got to paint, eat, and have fun.
Paint, eat, and have fun. What was your favorite part?
Most painting and having fun and eating.
Having fun eating.
And I'm glad I made lots of friends, just like I made her as a friend, and she's such a sweet friend. And that's why I like this program, and I loved painting and stuff. And with the and I love painting the teapot. I love making flowers.
And you love making flowers. Well, there you have it. Doesn't get any better than that. Right from the word mouths of babes.
And everything here. And I'm glad I have my wonderful big sister Judy. And she was such a nice big sister. And she's so nice, and she takes me wherever I want to go. And I'm glad I signed up for the Big Brother Big Sister contest.
Well, we are too. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, thank you, girls.
I'm glad Joliet's here. I'm glad all of us.
Okay, I'm glad we're all here too. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Out of the mouths of babes, they told it like it is, and it's the truth, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you guys. Well, here we have Judge Dinah Lennon Archambault, but she's not here to judge any contests or anything today. Oh. She's here to support Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and I wanted to find out from her what she thought about this event and how she found out about this event.
Jan, I found out about it on WJOL. Scott Slocum was talking about it. I thought I'd come out. I think Big Brothers and Big Sisters obviously does a wonderful job. Lisa Lass is great. I have to tell you, my daughter majored in forestry at SIU.
Oh, great.
Yeah, she works for Rend Lake, and I thought this would be a really good opportunity to kind of see what she's into, even though she's out of town.
Oh, now where is she out of town?
She lives in Carbondale, and Rend Lake is about a 40-minute drive north of there. Just on 57.
So a little bit far for her to come for this event today, but maybe next year she can come.
That would be wonderful. At least I can tell her I'm supporting Arbor Day.
Absolutely, and we thank you for all that you do, and thanks for coming today. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jan.
You're welcome.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. Well, this looks like the outside food court here at this wonderful event, and I see some Milano buns and our cooks here, so I'll let them introduce themselves and tell them who the donors are today.
Hi, I'm Ralph. I'm Wes. I'm Mark.
Okay, now who wants to talk about the sponsors and donated?
Well, we had hot dogs donated from Babes. I know the Smolish brothers donate some Italian sausage. We had many volunteers bring their own dishes out. And we also had a lot of people preparing for this. Different. We have desserts. We have baked beans from Hammer's Sports Bar, and many people came together and contributed to this.
Well, it's wonderful when we can have a community event where everybody comes together, and I'm really surprised at this turnout for a very first-time event.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we thank you for all your volunteerism and cooking today, and I'm sure everything is wonderful.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Scoutmaster Parisi, what brings you here today with some Cub Scouts? And do we have Boy Scouts too, seniors, or are they all Cub Scouts?
We have all Boy Scouts with us today.
Okay.
We came at the request of one of the people here to show our support for the Big Brothers Big Sisters. and to show the kids that there's just other things out there that they can do instead of having any issues. They have support with the Scouts, and that's available for them to join and enjoy.
Now, if there's kids out there that want to become a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout, how would they go about doing that?
Basically, they can go on a website. It's called beascout.org, and they can find a troop or a pack that's in their area. They could contact that troop or pack and find out when they meet, and then go from there and visit the troops or the packs to see how they like the specific troop or pack that they want to join.
Very good. Now, tell us your name.
I'm Avery.
Avery.
Xander.
Xander.
Kenny.
Kenny.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. And?
I'm Vinny.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite thing about scouting?
Survival.
Survival.
Camping.
Fishing.
Fishing, camping.
Knots and camping.
Not camping?
Everything.
Everything. Well, I was a Girl Scout, and I can't tell you the joy that I had, especially when we do the campouts and cooking outside. And scouting is just a fantastic thing, and I hope that we can get more girls and boys involved in it. And besides being in Big Brothers and Big Sisters, scouting is the next best thing.
I agree.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming out and have fun. And anything else anybody wants to say?
Yes.
What?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Okay. Hi, Mom's always good. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Well, these three people seem a little camera shy, but I caught them anyway. We have Councilman Larry Hugg, Eric Mattson from the Fire Department, and, of course, Big Brothers Big Sisters CEO Lisa Lass. So who wants to talk first? Don't rush me.
Well, I would just say thank you to everybody who came out and did this. Obviously, this was kind of a spark in Louis Sanchez's mind. Louis is a big brother, and he decided he wanted to do something to really get the kids out and to get the city involved. And he came out with this great idea. And then he got all his friends roped in. So we'll let Eric tell about how he got involved through Louis.
So how'd you get roped in?
Louis just asked. He needed help. He said we need a few people to help with some tables and chairs, and we're here to help. That's what it's all about.
As always.
Yeah, it's a good
And
cause.
Councilman Hugg.
Jim Tiber brought me, invited me to come here. And I want to thank Louis Sanchez, too, and Lisa. I was telling Lisa, I said, knowing the way she does things, this will be the first of an annual, and within 2 years, there'll be 1,000 people here at this celebration. Couldn't be a better time for the celebration with the emerald ash borer crisis we're going through to show that we are thinking about the trees. And I won't go with a whole list of reasons why trees are important. I think that's pretty self-evident.
Provide shade and oxygen.
On a day like today.
And on today, it's very shady. We don't need a tree, but actually, it's very pretty out here. But you said 2 years for 1,000. I think next year we're going to have 1,000 people. Well, thanks for coming and for helping
if
out.
I can just put in a plug, next year what we're doing, Councilman Hugg, is we're going to have for Arbor Day Celebration, we're going to have a 5K run through the city streets of Joliet around the cathedral area, to kind of top this off. So we're going to have a little celebration over there, and we're going to have 5K run. So
excellent. Well, I'll do a water station because I don't run.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, these are the wonderful staff members that work here at Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I'm going to let each and every one of them introduce themselves, starting with
Sam Nantz, Marketing.
Kelly Perez, Director of Fund Development.
Courtney Schaus, Program Coordinator of Mentor 2.0.
And Suzanne Vilt, Program Manager.
Okay, so tell us what events are coming up after this spectacular one. Who wants to talk?
I will. We have several events upcoming this summer as a way to raise awareness and additional funds for Big Brothers Big Sisters. First, on Wednesday, June 4th, we will be hosting a celebrity bartending night from 5 to 7 p.m. at Kegler's in Crest Hill. And then on Friday, July 25th, will be our annual Amazing Race downtown Joliet.
What was the date for the Amazing Race?
It's Friday, July 25th.
Well, if you haven't been to that, last year was fantastic. So you really need to sign up because there's lots of fun. And it ended up at Slammers Baseball Park at Silver Cross Hospital, or Silver Cross Field. And it was a great time with a big band and food, and fun was had by all. And how about you? Anything else you would like to add?
If you'd like to volunteer, come out and see us.
There you go. And where can they call?
They can call us at 815-723-2227.
All right, you hear that? We need Big Brothers for some kids. How many men do we need for boys?
70.
70. So if you're sitting at home not doing anything, come on down and see what this is all about. Because
the love of a child, you just can't pay for that. And you know what? A couple hours a week or a month, come on down and volunteer. And how about the girls?
We actually only have a small handful of girls on our waiting list right now, so if you know any little girls, mentoring is for girls too. Send them to us. A Big Sister is a great opportunity.
Come on, ladies. Somebody's out there that can volunteer sometime. We would appreciate it, and so would the kids. Well, thanks, guys, for all that you do. I know it's a lot of hard work, and we got to get some big brothers out here for these guys. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.